Maybe. There we go. Good thing I tested it. I thought right before we got some guests singing the national anthem here in a minute. It's a good thing I tested the mic. All right, guys. Few things about that meeting. We do watch that 30-foot line. If you intentionally peed another rider before that's 30-foot line, you can be disqualified. Disqualification moves you to the end of the pack, so you will get last place for that round. That rule also applies for the entire fourth straight. We do have a line across the tabletop coming out of turn 3 all the way to the finish line. You cannot intentionally impede another rider. New parents, if your rider happens to fall down while they're out here on the track, which is something that happens, please do not come out on the track once racing starts. We have 2 races on track at all times, and it is a dangerous situation if you run out. Earlier, you heard us announce for the corner officials. That is why they are there. The corner officials will tend to your child. If they need additional help, all of our core volunteers are CPR and first aid certified. And beyond that, we will call for you when we need you. But please don't come across the fence and get out on the track. It does make a dangerous situation. Motos. We've had a lot of trouble with this lately. Your moto number. Don't ever. It doesn't matter. Your gate number. Don't worry about it. Don't even tell your kids to worry about it. That is what our stagers are going to do. All you care about is your moto number. So if you are moto 16 and you start moto 16, you are going to come up shoot 6 every round. We don't live score. We don't use main motos. I know on the moto sheet there's a lot of stuff there. That's really tailored for the big national races that are hundreds and hundreds of motos, not our little local races that are, 30 to 60 motos. So whatever your moto number is, not your gate, not any other number on there, just the moto number, you will come up that chute every round, rounds 1, 2, and 3. All right, I saw Ben up there talking on the radio, but I don't hear anything coming out. All right, guys. Little, it's actually in the entire park is the law, but no smoking or vaping within the fence. We only control what's within the fence. Outside the fence, if you're smoking and vaping, the law is actually there's no smoking or vaping in the entire park system through Blue Springs. So that's at your own risk, but we control what's in the fence, so that's got to be outside. Please keep an eye on your kids. We've had a few kids tonight already climb up on top of buildings. Guys, you got to keep an eye on your kids. Like, we're feral BMX families out here, but there's something that's a little too feral, and climbing on the restrooms is on that too feral side. All right, and with that, speaking of feral, we do have some feral BMX kids that are going to sing the national anthem for us. So if I could get everyone to stand up and remove your hats. We got the flags down on the 4th Street, and we've got our singers right up here.
Okay. Get in. Okay, go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed out of the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes sang from the sun. All the ramparts we went, so gallantly streaming. They proved through the night was still bright. Sang Star Spangled.
All right, guys, let's hear for those girls. We are going to start with our balance bikes. So we're going to get them loaded up in the gates. That means we need our corner officials to their corners, staging and scoring in place. All right, we are missing one balance bike rider, Hudson Carson. If you want to come up and participate in the big balance bike race, every balance biker gets a trophy at the end of the track, right at the finish line, thanks to MVP awards and more. As we are going to kick it off with the balance bikes, are our smallest riders out here. They don't have pedals yet. The size of jumps out here. But it is a fun time. I think Ben's getting his special balance bike soundtrack queued up.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, guys, they are off. Abishai Boyer, Asher Greathouse, and Hudson Carson. Cheer them on around. Gunner Sparks, we need you to stage. And guys, we are going to race balance bike. They are only round one. Opens, cruiser, novice, intermediate, girl expert, all night long. So if you are in opens, you got to be up there at the beginning of each round because you are starting us off. Right now, those balance bikes, we're out here. Oh my gosh, we got one down. We'll get them checked out. We're on track with Abishai Boyer, Asher Greathouse, and Hudson Carson. Hey, Ben, your song, I can only count to 4. We've only got 3. You're good. You're good. All right, guys, let's have a hand for that balance bike rider getting back up. Gonna finish this out. That's a true BMX racer right there. We got our first balance biker coming across. Got their adult in tow. It's cardio time, man. That's what balance bikes are good for. All right, keep cheering them on. Back up, making it up that big hill. Get their choice of trophy, choice of color trophy, thanks to MVP awards and more. How old? Our riders are 3 and 4 years old, so 3 or 4. And so, guys, number plates, we don't really require it for balance bike riders, but if you do put your number plate on, I will announce their name. I don't know your riders enough yet. But let's hear it, our last balance bike rider coming across. All right, dude, you got it. You made it all the way. Fell over, got up, finished it out. That is what we like to see out here at Blue Springs BMX. Gonna kick it off with 8 and under opens. We went from 2 riders worried that we weren't going to make a class to a full gate. 8 riders, 8 and unders. And though there's 8 on the sheet, but we got 7 in the gate.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And they are off. Those 8 and under opens. They are racing for cash tonight, but right now they're trying to get into that main event to get a look at that cash. Top 3 riders going to move straight on to the main event. We're on track with Elias Joyner, Gunnar Sparks, Sequoia Crogulet, Avery, Franklin, Weston, Shepard, Elijah Holly, Finn Boyer, and Austin Miller coming out of turn 1. We got Austin Miller up front, followed by the 53 and the 16. Elijah and Avery, they are pushing hard through that rhythm section. Little bit of a gap between those first 3 and the rest of the pack. But that's what opens are for, man. See what you like against those expert and intermediates all mixed up. It is open, and that is going to be Austin Miller, Elijah Holly, and Avery, baby girl Franklin, moving on to main events. Moto number 3, 9 to 12-year-old opens another full gate here. Bea Dotson, Chase Curley, Zach Bass, Xavier Davidson, Hector Laredo Jr., Racing Casey Murray, Slow-Mo Berto Dotson, and Kaliska Crow-Goulet. Big air show out of Hector Jr. right there. Sitting up front once again, taking top 3. Curley and Davidson bumping bars going down that rhythm section, but right now it is Hector Laredo Jr. sitting up front. That's going to be Hector with the transfer, Davidson with the transfer, and Chase Mode Curley going to be your third transfer. Moto number 4, 13 and over, the big kids, Jabril, Falcon Belgrave, Jasper Kennedy, Carson Hawkins, Amir Tolafree, and Colton Hengel. They are flying right there. Jasper and Amir sitting out front, Jabril on the 3. Only the top 2 are going to move on to that main event out of round number 1. Right now, that is Jasper Kennedy and Amir Tolafree riding smart, man. I knew what they were doing right there. Jasper and Amir moving on to mains. Now we are to women cruiser, 1720 women cruiser. Vanessa Mayo, Riley King, and Smiley Kylie Shepard. Coming down that second straight. Right now we got Smiley Kylie sitting up front, Riley King on the 2, Vanessa Mayo on the 3. Total points there, not
Attention.
Pump lap. Oh, they're pumping.
Okay, riders.
I didn't notice. Pumping is important.
Watch the gate.
So they are not pedaling, they are just pumping. Oh, man. All right, that is Smiley Kylie getting the 1. They're going to race all 3 rounds, pushing for points. Oh, Vanessa pulling out the 2. Riley on the 3. They're doing a pump lap, guys. No pedals on that one. Moto number 6, 56 and over women cruiser out here with Miss Kitty Weston Nauer, Kathy Hall, and Grandma Mary Wallace. Driving into turn number 2. Kathy Hall sitting up top. Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary battling it out. Miss Kitty making a pass in turn 2. Grandma Mary trying to get it back, going through the rhythm section.
Random start.
Oh, man, I think Grandma Mary made that pass stick. Hanging low in turn 3 all the way to the stripe. That is going to be Kathy Hall getting the 1. Low points for her. Grandma Mary with the 2. And Miss Kitty Weston Nauer on the 3. Moving on to boys cruiser, 10-year-old cruiser moto number 7, Bea Dotson, Kasem Hall, Weston, Sheepdog, Shepard, and Connor to St. Coonan. Top riders moving on to the main event. Everybody else is going to have to work on round number 2.
Here, riders.
We got a big age range here, 6, 8, and 10. Oh, man, everybody's riding up high on that third turn, keeping Beth on her toes down there. But that is Weston, Sheepdog, Shepard moving on to your main event out of round number 1. Moto number 8, 11-year-old cruisers, 3 riders. Total points once again, E.J. Hawthorne, Big Mac Duval, and Team Money Stewart. Got the on 2 wheels jersey coming out first. E.J. Hawthorne, Big Mac on the 2, Team Money on the 3 as they come out of turn number 2.
Ready? Watch.
Everybody's pushing up high on turn 3 tonight, Ben. Oh, man. That is going to be E.J. Hawthorne with your 1, Big Mac Duval 2, Trenton T. Money with the 3, with a little air show going into that last jump. Moto number 9, 12-year-old cruiser, Jack Attack Lichtig, Brady Holeshot Barker, and Chase Mode Curly. Chase putting in some work today, man. Opens and cruisers, a rough choice. And class.
Random start.
Getting those laps in, though. We got Jack Attack sitting out front. Right now on that Gold Cup 3, 131 Brady, whole shot with the 2, Chase Curley on the 3. Moto number 10, 16-year-old cruiser Noah Odell. Noah Odell, as it says on the announcer sheet here. Drew Jameson, Thomas Robinson, Austin Slow O'Neill, and Seth Swartz. We got that. I didn't catch the number. Oh, that's what I thought. We had a rider pull off at half track there. Coming to the stripe, taking the top 2. It's going to be Seth Swartz and the 29 bike of Austin Slow O'Neill transferring out of round number 1. The BMX version of T-ball right here, guys. 5 and under novice. We're going to get loud out in the crowds now. This is our biggest cheering for the smallest riders. Moto number 11, 5 and under novice. Zozo Holly, Peter Correa, Madeline Melman, Ethan Johnson, Remy Boyer, and Lincoln Grau. 6 riders on track, 2 spots in the main event coming out of round number 1. Everybody else is going to come back round number 2, and right now, that is the 13 bike. Zozo Holly sitting out, Lincoln Grau on the 2, got a little bit of gap. Remy Boyer sitting on the 3. Come on, guys, keep going. Oh, man. Ethan's plate is rubbing on his front tire, Mike, just so you know. We got a battle for that first spot, but top 2 are going to make it, and that is going to be Zoe Holly and Lincoln Grau going to move on to main events. I'm going to have to swap my glasses out, Ben. I'm not used to – we're getting into fall. Dang. All right, moto number 12, 6-year-old novices, Piper Franklin, Mason Stockbridge, Liliana Hodges, and Weston Moore. 4 riders on track, 1 moving on to the main event. Out of this, that's only that top spot going to – move on. Everybody else going to come back and race round 2. Right now, that's the 189 bike. Weston Moore sitting up front. Got Franklin on the hip pocket going into turn number 2. Stockbridge and Hodges pushing on through, chasing through the rhythm section. We'll see what happens on this last straight.
Ready, watch the gate.
Everybody's pushing hard. Look at all those pedals out of those riders right now. It is that 189 bike. Weston Moore going to get the transfer spot into the main event. Moto number 13, 7-year-old novices, Caden Vanderman, Alan Melman, Jackson the Jet Beltran, Cardi Jackson, Cannon Collins, Raylan Grau, and Finn Boyer. 7 riders on the track. 3 going to move straight to the main event. And right now, we got that 233 bike. Finn Boyer sitting up top.
Attention.
Keep an eye on those top 3 spots, guys. That's what matters out of round number 1.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Sitting up top still, putting a little gap there. Finn Boyer with the 1, the 092, Raylan Grau, and Jackson the Jet, your transfers out of round number 1. Moto number 14, 8-year-old novices, Gunnar Sparks, Sequoia Crow-Gillette, Xander Davis, Elias Joyner, Cadron Thunder Spillman, and Abel Patterson. Oh, man, we lost some pedals. We're back on it, guys. Let's have a hand for that rider getting back up. 284, Gunnar Sparks sitting out front, followed by Sequoia Crow-Gillette on the 2. Top 2 spots are what's really going to matter this round. Everybody else is going to come back. Oh, we had a transmission failure on Elias. We'll get that checked out. That is going to be the 284 and the 133. Gunnar Sparks and Sequoia Crow-Gillette moving on to main events.
Ready, watch the gate.
Moto 15, 9-year-old novice, total points racing. They're going to race all 3 rounds. Low points wins. You get the point, the place you finish. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3. We're on track with Kalisa Crow-Gillette, Johnny Millman, and Xander Newland. Sitting up front, Melman on the 1, 132, Kaliska Crow-Gillette on the 2. Xander Newland on the 3.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
And coming to the stripe with the 1, Johnny Millman. Kaliska Krogulet with the 2, and Xander Newland with the 3. Moto number 16, 11-year-old novice. John Katishi, Caden Ritz, Wyatt Freebird, Dutton, Haley Velasquez, and Daniel Blunt. Whoa, we had some sliding action. I don't know if that was a brake check or not. I didn't look up. Was it brakes or slides?
Here,
Brakes.
riders,
Checking them brakes. Brakes worked right there on that 11 novice class.
Ready.
2 spots
Gate.
open in that main event out of round number 1, and that is the 972 Daniel Blunt and Wyatt Freebird Dutton moving on with that hardcore realtor jersey on. Moto number 17, 12-year-old novice Denton Schreier, Jacqueline Harrell, Hayden Franklin, and Zach Laney. We got 1 spot open in that main event. Right now, it's looking like we got a hardcore realtor, Hayden Franklin, sitting up top. Jacqueline Harrell right there on the hip pocket. Everybody giving chase out of turn number 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
Top rider.
Watch the
Apparently
gate.
there's a fan of one of the riders down here at the finish line, but that is going to be Hayden Franklin, your transfer out of round number 1. Moto number 18, 14-year-old novices Antonio Lopez Duarte, Henry Jepson, Jackson Payton, and Rylan Mead. 4 riders on track. Top gonna move on to the main event right out of here. That 239. Jackson Payton sitting on top. Antonio Lopez Duarte on the 2.
Attention.
Oh yeah, guys, they are coming fast here at the
Okay,
finish line.
Random start.
Sorry, we don't want anybody getting run over. We've had it happen. So, all right, that 239. Jackson Payton getting the 1 transfer spot out of moto number 18. Moto 19, 41-45 novice Lars Jepson, JJ Millman, and Mike Blake. 3 riders on track. Total points racing for these guys. Jepson sitting out front, followed by Millman and Mike Blake. Whoa, guys. You probably got to work one day. Watch them wheels.
Okay, riders, random start.
Coming round turn 3. Jepson sitting out front, gonna grab a 1 out of round number 1. Mike Blake on your 2. And JJ Millman getting the 3. Moving to intermediates. Moto number 20, 6-year-old intermediates. Brecken, Queen Bee Murray, Blake Big Show, Dotson, Piper Harves, and Remy Tipton. 4 riders. That means 1 rider is moving on to the main event out of this first round. Remy and Piper sitting up front. This is one of those, we got a big age range. 3 years old right here. 3-year-old racing 4 and 6. So, guys, we got an age range. Cool to see that. Right now, though, that is Remy Tipton going to move on to the main event out of round number 1. Moto 21, big cheers right there as they come out of the gate. 8-year-old intermediate Seth Gotta Go Fast Daly, Beckham Nacho Eulery, and Avery Baby Girl Franklin. I know who I heard, Corey. Coming down the second straight, Franklin sitting up top. Eulery and Seth sitting there on the 3. Oh, they are starting to line up single file, guys.
Okay, riders,
don't chase. Make your own path.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Here they go. Coming around turn 3. Total points, so they're going to race all 3 rounds. I really got to change my glasses out. That is going to be Piper Franklin with the 1. Eulery with the 2. Daly with the 3. Man, that was a big push at the end. If anybody could run up to sign-ups, my glasses are sitting in there. That would be great. Moto 22, 9-year-old intermediates, Hunter Hodges, JT, Spider-Man, Tipton, Axel the Rizzler, Miracle, and Slow-Mo Brodo Dotson. Miracles, man. You guys make up new names every week. I'm just going to ditch these.
Ready.
My old eyes. Okay, so we got 4 riders. 1 is going to move on to the main event, and that is that 94 bike, Axel the Rizzler, Miracle, getting the 1 transfer out of Moto 22 for round number 1. Moto 23, 10-year-old intermediate, Smiley, Kylie Shepard, Brennan Hale, Lachlan, Lightning Campbell, and Everett the Warthog Barton, all the way from Wentzville, Missouri. Everybody getting ready for that state race at Raytown tomorrow, getting a little track time over here, keeping the skills sharp. There is only 1 transfer spot out of round number 1, and that is looking like that is going to be Smiley Kylie Shepard. getting the one transfer. 12-year-old intermediate. Man, where'd all these 12-year-olds come from? 12-year-old intermediates full rack. T-Money Stewart, Zach Attack Bass, Lily Campbell, JoJo Biondi, Vinny Lamano, Jacob Farrell, Benny the Jet Bass, and Hunter Conklin. Oh, we got one down in turn 2. Hunter Conklin going down. And back up, guys. Let's have a hand for Hunter. He was pushing hard and just lost it. That happens, man. It gets slick when you're pushing hard all the way to the stripe, though. That is
Okay,
the
riders, random start.
227, Jacob
Riders
Farrell,
ready,
State
watch the
6
gate.
of Team Money Stewart, and Lily Campbell, your transfers out of round number 1. Moto 25, 13-year-old intermediates. Oh, we got a rider down. We'll get them. Oh, we got 2 down, I think. Total points race right here, guys. Every round counts. Derek Wise, Gunner the Gladiator Nash, and Maverick the Missouri Monster Miracle. Looks like we got Maverick still standing. Everybody else hanging out, checking out the fine dirt work over there. We'll get them checked out. All right, we got one back up. We got Maverick coming across with the 1. We got one rider up, guys. Let's cheer him on, get him pumped up. And just so you know, this isn't just dirt out here. This stuff is packed, glued, covered with like sandpaper material and glued again. They are both back up. That is what we want to see out here at Blue Springs BMX. And since we did help them, we are going to restart them together. So once we help more than one rider go down and we have to help them, we do restart them to make it a fair race, because this is still for points, guys. Total points racing. Every round counts, because every round counts for points, and they are pushing. Look at that, guys. That is something else to fall down and get back up and push hard. We got Wise and Nash in that order coming out of turn 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Finishing it out, man. Good going, guys. That is going to be Derek Wise with your 2, and Gunner Gladiator Nash with your 3, and my pen just broke. That is a low-quality situation right here. I can't write down anything. I got to... What?
Okay, riders, random start.
Thanks, Ben.
Riders
Are you
ready,
making fun of me?
Watch the gate.
All right. So that is Derek with the 2, this with the 3. Skylar Visnich, Bentley Morgan, Corbin Skaggs, Morgan Skaggs, Visnich, and I wrote that wrong. So Bentley Morgan with your 1, Corbin Skaggs with your 2, Skylar Visnich with your 3 out of Moto 26. Moto 27, 15-year-old intermediates, 2 spots open. Adam Wise, Blake Laney, Kason Myers, Jackson Swanson, and Carson Hawkins. Check. There we go. I'm just having a rough time down here. I got to check the scoring what that was. I was fiddle farting with my I know I can't see. I'm old. Yeah. All right, the transfers out of Moto 27 were the 1 bike, Kason Myers, and the 41 bike of Jackson Swanson. Going to move on to main events.
Attention.
Oh, man. Walking the bike
Okay,
off.
riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Moto 28, 41, 45 intermediate. Brian Barton, Darby Poole, Mr. No Show. Oh, man. You'll have to tell me how to say this name. Scott Johnson, Amir Speed Racer Tollfree, and Thomas Robinson. Amir and Scott sitting up front. Top 2 riders going to move on to main events.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start.
And that is going to be Scott Johnson getting a transfer. And, oh, man, I don't know which one that was. All right, so Scott Johnson transferred. I'll get the other transfer. All right, so that is Thomas Robinson, your second transfer. Moto number 29, 4150, women expert on track, Miss Kitty Weston Nauer, Vanessa Mayo, and Grandma Mary Wallace. I feel like we just saw you all do this race. Oh, different bikes. They're on the 20 inches now. Sitting out front, we got Vanessa Mayo. Oh, it's Kathy Hall, too.
Riders ready.
Well, in the
Watch
cruiser, but we got Vanessa Mayo sitting on the 1. Another battle. Grandma Mary and Miss Kitty pushing hard down that last straight. This time, Miss Kitty's got the speed. Grandma Mary on the 3. Moving on to experts. 8-year-old experts on track with Austin, Baby Cakes Miller, Weston, Sheepdog Shepherd, Elijah Corndog Holly. Total points. We got that 18 bike, Weston, Sheepdog sitting out front, Austin Miller on the 2, Elijah Holly on the 3.
Attention.
This pen doesn't click, and it's driving me nuts out
Okay,
here.
riders.
And that's going to be Austin Miller with your
Riders
1.
ready. Watch the gate.
Where did I go? Austin Miller with your 1, Weston Shepherd the 2, Elijah Corndog Holly the 3. 10-year-old experts, 2 riders going to move on to the main event. Moto 31, Braxton Jackman, Graham Little, Corbin Howard, Sawyer Penny, Bea Dotson, and Saucony Hall. We got 6 riders on track. Top 2 going to move on to main events. Coming out of turn number 2, we got Little and Jackman sitting up top right now. We got a pack right there.
Ready. Watch the gate.
Got some moves being made in that third turn. We'll see. Got to get up to that 2 spot. That is going to be Graham Little and Braxton Jackman moving on to main events out of Moto 31. Moto 32, 11-year-old experts racing Casey Murray, E.J. Hawthorne, Big Mac Duvall, Tatum, Wild One, Wellborn, Creighton Harves, and Xavier Davidson. 2 riders moving on. We got Xavier and the 3-biker racing Kaysen sitting out front. But they got some company on their hip pockets there. We got a bunch of riders in contention for those transfer spots right now. That is going to be Davidson and Hawthorne at the line. Going to be your transfers. Moto number 33, 13-year-old experts, Patrick Couch, Cody Velasquez, Bryson, and guys, you gotta catch me after this to tell me the name. Logan Carson, Hector Laredo Jr., and Jack Lichtig.
Attention.
2 riders out of this 13.
Random start.
13 expert class going to move on, and that is going to be the number 1 bike, Logan Carson, and the 17 of Patrick Couts, your transfers out of 33. Moto 34, 14-year-olds experts, Jabrell Belgrave, Jake Hattie, and Zach Hurricane Campbell. Total points race right here. Right now, we got Jabrell sitting out front, followed by Jake Hattie and Zach Campbell.
Attention.
Did he yell hi, Mom?
Okay, riders.
No?
Random start.
He should have.
Riders
That's going to be Jabrell Belgrave, Jake Hattie, and Zach Hurricane Campbell in that order. Moto 35, 15-year-old experts, Caleb Freestyle Kurtz, Colton Hengel, Austin Slow-Mo Neal. Total points with this Moto 35, 15-year-old experts. We got that 10 bike up front, Colton Hengel, followed by Caleb Kurtz and Austin Neal as they are blasting down this last straight.
Watch the gate.
That is Hengel holding on to the 1, Kurtz with the 2, Neal on the 3. Moto 36, 16-year-old experts, last rack of round number 1. We got 4 riders on track. Top rider going to move on to main events. Seth Swartz, Jasper Kennedy, Henry Campbell, and Evan Penny. Kennedy, Penny, Campbell sitting 1, 2, 3, 4. Swartz on the 4. Coming down that last straight. That got a little weird there at the end. I don't know what that's what official call. All right, guys, round two out here having lots of fun doing BMX racing.
Okay, riders,
The
random
F
start.
is the word fun.
Riders,
All right,
ready,
starting back
watch
with
the
8 and
gate.
under opens. We're gonna start opens every round. Opens, cruisers, novice, girl, expert. Expert is how we're gonna go. 8 and under opens. We got 5 riders left on track. Elias Joyner, Gunnar Sparks, Sequoia Krogulet, Weston, Sheepdog Shepherd, and Finn Boyer. We got 4 spots in that main event. Looking like we're missing a rider, so this is not a boat ride. Ben and I decided last week we're getting rid of that boat ride term. This is a bike ride.
Attention.
It's just a nice little bike ride through our
Okay,
beautiful
riders,
park,
random start.
Pink Hill Park here in Blue Springs. Whoa, we got
Riders, ready, watch
slipping
the
a
gate.
pedal, back on it. But all of these riders are going to make it. That is going to be Gunnar Sparks, Finn Boyer, the 133, Sequoia Krogulet, and the 413 of Elias Joyner. Looks like Weston is out. Thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 3, 9 to 12 opens. We're on track with Bea, Quads, Dotson, Zach Attack, Bass, Racing Case of Murray, Slomo, Berto, Dotson, and Kaliska Krogulet. Moto number,
Attention.
Jeez, I can't do anything. Racing Case of Murray,
riders,
the 2,
random start.
the 118, Bea, Quads, Dotson, Zach
Riders,
Attack,
ready,
Bass, getting
watch
transfer
the
spots.
gate.
We got one more spot available in that main event, and that is that 132, Kaliska Krogulet. Brody, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 4, 13 and over, open. Jabril Belgrave, Carson Hawkins, and Ethan Hengel. I believe we only got 2 out here, so it's a bike ride. Jabril and Colton Hengel going to move on to the main event.
Attention.
Main event on these guys.
Okay,
They're
riders,
racing for
random
money.
start. Riders, ready,
Oh,
watch the gate.
ouch. Was a little short on that one. Check that back wheel. Dang. All right, moving on. 17-20, women cruiser, Vanessa Mayo, Riley King, and Smiley Kylie Shepard. Right now, we are total points racing. We got Riley King up front, Smiley Kylie on the 2, Vanessa
Attention.
Mayo on the 3. Go get them, Vanessa.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders,
Total points
ready,
here. They're going to
watch
race
the
all
gate.
3 rounds. Low points wins. And right now, that is going to be Riley King with a 1. Smiley Kylie with the 2. Vanessa Mayo with a 3. Moto number 6, 56 and over women cruiser, Miss Kitty Westenauer, Kathy Hall, and Grandma Mary Wallace. Nope, have not done that. I'm not going to do that. You can do that, Ben. I'm not going to announce something like that. Hey,
Attention.
3 divorces. I'm learning. No,
Okay, riders, random
I
start.
mean you get.
Riders,
Hey,
ready,
I know what to.
watch the gate.
That's why Ben. That's why Ben doesn't have a mic. That's what your wife said, Ben. All right, coming to the stripe, that 10 by Kathy Hall with a 1. Grandma Mary Wallace on the 2. Miss Kitty Westenauer with a 3. Moto 7 10-year-old cruisers, Bea Quads Dotson, Kasem Cable Hall, and Connor St. Coonan. To St. Coonan on top.
Attention.
Dotson on the 2. Cabo Hall.
Okay, riders, random start.
Almost half the age of these other riders, man.
ready,
Kasem
watch
getting in
the
some
gate.
extra time on the track, but right now that is gonna be Connor to St. Coonan and Bea Quads Dotson. Moving on to the main event. Kasem, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 8, 11-year-old cruisers, EJ Hawthorne, Big Mac Duval, and Team Money Stewart. Total points race right here. We got that 11 by EJ Hawthorne, followed by Team Money and Big Mac.
Okay, riders,
Mixing it
random
up. Guys, you're gonna make me do math again.
start. Riders, ready.
Dang, this is
watch
why I
the
don't
gate.
want to do total points like for all our races. Adding up everything. That's going to be EJ Hawthorne with a 1, T Money with a 2, Big Mac with a 3. They are now tied up with 5 points each. Moto number 9, 12-year-old cruisers, Jack Attack Lichtig, Whole Shot Barker, and Chase Mode Curly. Jack Attack
Attention.
sitting up front.
Okay, riders, random start.
Followed by Barker and Curley,
Riders
looking
ready?
like
Watch the gate.
a carbon copy of round number 1 as they come around the last turn. And that is how they're going to finish. Jack, attack, whole shot, chase mode in that order. Moto number 10, 16-year-old cruisers. Noah, Odell. It's on here 3 times, man. His nickname is Noah, and his first name is Noah. So it's Noah, Odell, Drew
Attention.
Jameson, and it's a bike
Okay,
ride.
riders, random start.
Not a boat ride. It's stuck. I'm making it
Riders
stick.
ready?
We're making it
Watch the
stick.
gate.
Big Ben Harris over here coined the phrase bike ride instead of boat ride. So that is going to be Noah, and Drew Jameson moving on to main events. USA BMX officially sanctioned T-ball right here. 5 and under novice with Peter Correa, Madeline Melman, Ethan Johnston, and Remy Boyer. We got 4 riders on track, but only 3 spots left in that main event. They are trying to earn that main event right now. We got Remy Boyer sitting out front. Ethan Johnston on the 2. I see he got his plate fixed, man. That's going to make him happy. Peter on the 2, on the 3, Madeline on the 4. We're going to have a battle for that third transfer right here. They are both pushing hard.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready? Watch
All
the
the way to the stripe. It's going to be that 740 Remy Boyer. Ethan Johnston, you're getting it transferred. Who's getting this last one, guys? Is it going to be Madeline or Peter? Oh, man, keep pedaling, and that's going to be Peter sticking around. Madeline, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 12, 6-year-old novices on track with Avery Franklin, Mason Stockbridge, and Liliana Hodges. Oh, sorry.
Attention.
That's Piper Franklin. I hope I don't
Okay,
make
riders,
that mistake
random start.
again with another Franklin
Riders
kid
ready? Watch
in the
gate.
past and get called out on it. We got 2 spots in that main event for these riders. Franklin, hey, that's safe. I'll just say Franklin. Franklin going to get a transfer. Stockbridge getting your other transfer. Liliana, thanks for racing with us tonight. Moto 13, 7-year-old novice Caden Vanderman, Alan Melman, Cardi Jackson, and Cannon Collins. Wow, man, they are almost 4 wide. They are very much 3 wide going into turn number 2. Oh, had to pull some brakes here.
Attention.
Kaliska Krogulet, we need you up to staging. Kaliska
Okay, riders,
Krogulet.
random start.
Right here,
Ready?
this 7 novice race. We got 3 spots available. That's the total points. We got the 137 Allen, Cardi Jackson, and I didn't see which one that was. And Cannon Collins is going to be your final transfer. Caden, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 14, 8-year-old novices, Xander Davis, Elias Joyner, Cadron Thunder Spillman, and Abel Patterson. We got 4 riders on track, 3 spots left in the main event. Single file down that third straight. They are all pushing hard to make it to that finish line. We got 3 spots open right now. We got a 413. Elias Joyner sitting up top.
Okay, riders, random
Transmission
start.
stayed together that time. Cadron Spillman also getting a
Ready?
transfer in the last transfer spot. Going to the 700 bike of Abel Patterson. Xander, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 15, 9-year-old novices. Total points racing right here. Kaliska Krogulet, Johnny Melman, and Xander Newland. Round 2. Trying to shore up those points. Oh, we got a rider down. We'll get them checked out. We are going to get a rider in turn 2 checked out. Right now, we got the 340 and the 132, Xander Newland and Kaliska Krogulet. Moving on, we got our other rider in turn 2. They'll get the 3. Right, we got Johnny sitting up. going through our normal protocol, making sure all the pieces and parts move. All right, guys, don't forget we got Ad Astra across the street, one of our track sponsors. I say across the street. It's kind of across the parking lot in between the ball fields. You'll see it. They're very conspicuous. Guys, Johnny is up. Let's give a big round of applause for him getting back up. All right, Johnny, man. Good job toughing it out. Tell you, this sport will build resilience. It does not always go your way. And it's an individual sport, so it's all on you.
Random start.
It is you are in
Riders
control
ready.
of yourself
Watch the
out
game.
here. So Johnny gets the 3 out of that moto. Moto 16, 11-year-old novices, 3 riders on track, 2 spots left in the main event, on track with John Kurtishi, Caden Ritz, and Haley Velasquez. We got 3 riders, 3 Racing League riders, my babies, all my Racing League kids out here. Caden Ritz sitting up front, Haley Velasquez on the 2, John Kurtishi on the 3.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready.
Top
Watch the
2
game.
moving on to the main event. That is going to be Caden Ritz and Haley Velasquez moving on. John, thanks for racing with us tonight. Moto number 17, 12-year-old novices, Denton Schreier, Jacqueline Harrell, and Zach Laney. We got 3 riders on track, 2 spots left in that main event. Sitting up front, Laney and Harrell. Oh, man. Schreier got it back in control.
Okay, riders, random
Just
start.
wanted to check out the lineup on top of turn 2. That
Riders
happens sometimes.
ready. Watch the game.
Better to check out the paint than it is to check out the asphalt. So right now we got Laney coming across with a transfer and Jacqueline Harrell with the second transfer. Denton, thanks for racing tonight, man. Moto number 18, 14-year-old novice, Antonio Lopez Duarte, Henry Jepson, and Rylan Mead. Antonio Lopez sitting out front. We got a battle here. The 046 Rylan Mead just in front of Henry Jepson. Looking like we got a pass. Henry pumping through that rhythm section. Racing League riders right there too coming out. Doing what we taught him. That is Antonio Lopez Duarte getting a transfer and Henry Jepson getting a transfer. Rylan, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 19, 41-45 and novice, Lars Jepson, JJ Melman, and Mike Blake. Man, Henry and Lars, how often is it that you guys are right next to each other in the gate? Coming up the chute.
Random start. Riders ready. Watch the
Total
gate.
points race right here. Lars with the 1 out of round number 1. Gonna smack down another ace. Mike Blake on the 2, JJ Melman on the 3. Moto number 26-year-old intermediates, Brecken, Queen Bee, Murray, Blake Big Show Dotson, and Piper Harves. 3 riders on track. 2 spots open. Piper Harves sitting up front. The 10 bike of Brecken Murray on the 2. Blake Dotson on the 3. 3 years old right there. Got to point that out.
Riders ready. Watch
How many of you were riding a BMX race at 3 years old, dude? That is rad. Right now, that is going to be Piper Harves moving on to the main event. And that 10 bike, Brecken, Queen Bee, Murray. Blake, thanks for racing with us tonight. Moto 21, 8-year-old intermediate. Seth got to go fast. Daly, Beckham, Nacho, Ullery, and Avery, baby girl Franklin. See, I got it right.
Attention.
Avery, Piper, Hayden, Franklin.
Random start.
I'll just say them all.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
They are mixing it up a little here right now. Man, you guys are really going to make us do math. Oh, that was Ullery, Franklin, Daly. Why you doing me like this, guys? Total points math. I mean, adding three times, that's hard.
Attention.
That's why I got into computers. They do the work for me.
Okay,
Moto
riders,
22,
random
9-year-old
start.
intermediates, Hunter Hodges, JT Spider-Man, Tipton, and
Ready,
Slow-Mo
watch the
Brodo Dotson. 2 spots in that main event right now. That's a 30 bike JT Tipton moving on. And the battle right here, who's going to pedal more? And that's going to be the State 4, Hunter Hodges. Sticking around. Brody, thanks for racing tonight. Moto 23, 10-year-old intermediates, Brennan Hale, Lachlan Lightning, Campbell, and Everett, the Warthog Barton. Hale,
Attention.
the State 7 of Everett, and Lachlan
Okay, riders,
Campbell in that
random
order as they
start.
come around turn 2. Diving into
Ready,
that
watch
third
the gate.
turn. 2 spots up for grabs, kiddos. First one, Brennan Hale getting a transfer, and the State 7 of Everett Barton. Lachlan, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 24, 12-year-old intermediate, Zach Attack Bass, Jojo Biondi, Vinny Lamano, Benny the Jet Bass, and Hunter Conklin. Top 3 get to stick around. Top 4, because I can't count. Conklin
Attention.
sitting up front, Zach Attack Bass on the
Okay, riders,
Benny
random
the Jet
start.
Bass. Like, you
Riders,
guys got the same
ready,
last name
watch
and the
the gate.
same jersey. That's not fair, but that's going to be Conklin, Benny, Lamano. All right. So Zach Attack, Vinny Lamano, Hunter Conklin, and Benny the Jet Bass. Jojo, thanks for racing tonight. Moto 25, 13-year-old intermediates, Derek Wise, Gunner the Gladiator Nash, and Maverick the Missouri Monster
Attention.
Miracle. Total
Okay,
points.
riders,
What,
random start.
racing all 3 rounds,
Right,
trying to make those
ready,
points
watch
work. We
the
got a
gate.
battle up front here, guys. That is some pushing down that last straight, and that is going to be, I ain't calling that. Got to check with our scores here. All right, that is Miracle with the 1, Wise with the 2,
Attention.
Nash with the 3.
Okay, riders,
That was
random
so
start.
close. Moto 26, 14-year-old intermediate, Skylar Visnich, Bentley
Watch
Morgan,
the
and
gate.
Corbin Skaggs. Another total points race right here. That is Corbin Skaggs with the 1, Bentley Morgan with the 2, Skylar Visnich with a 3. Moto 27, 15-year-old intermediates, Adam, Smooth Operator Wise, Blake Laney, and Carson Hawkins. Woo, diving low, man. That inside works. You guys got to protect that if you're in front of somebody.
Okay, riders, random start.
Big pass
Right.
there out of Laney.
Ready,
Let's see what
watch
happens
the
to him.
gate.
Whoa, got it right back. Wise and Laney trading spots. That is going to be Hawkins and Wise moving on. Blake, thanks for racing tonight. Good moves out of that group. 41-45 intermediate. Brian Barton, Darby Poole, Mr. No Show,
Attention.
and Amir Speed Racer Tollefree. I'm just gonna read the nickname, man, until. All right, Amir. That you ran out of backside there. The State 4 of Brian Barton and the 73 of J.A. Moving on. Darby, thanks for racing tonight.
Okay, riders, random start.
Moto number 29, 41-50
Riders,
women
ready,
expert.
watch the gate.
Moto 29, 41-50 women expert, Miss Kitty Westenauer, Vanessa Mayo, and Grandma Mary Wallace. Total points racing right here. Vanessa sitting on an ace coming out of round number 1. Miss Kitty with the 2, Grandma Mary with a 3. And that is how they're sitting as they all make their way past turn number 2 here at the half track point.
Attention.
Okay, riders,
And
random
all the
start.
way to the strap. Vanessa May holding on to the
Riders,
1.
ready, watch the gate.
That was less air, Vanessa. Miss Kitty holding on to the 2. And Grandma Mary with the 3. Moving on to experts, 8-year-old experts, Austin Baby Cakes Miller, Weston Sheepdog Shepherd, and Elijah Corndog Holly. total points right here. Weston sitting up front this round. Austin Miller on the
Attention.
2. Elijah Corndog on the 3. Coming out of turn
Okay,
2, they
riders,
are pushing
random
hard
start.
down that third straight.
Riders
The
ready.
Sheepdog
Watch the
still
gate.
sitting out front. Whoa, man, that is going to be Shepard, Miller in that order. They are tied up with 3 points each. Holly getting the 3. Moto 31, 10-year-old experts on track with Corbin Howard, Sawyer Penny, Bea Dotson, and Saucony Hall. Penny and Howard sitting up
Attention.
there. 1 and 2, top 3 going to stick around.
Okay,
Dotson
riders,
sitting on the
random
3.
start.
Saucony Hall trying to get around. We'll see what happens
Riders
down this
ready.
third
Watch
turn
the
and last
gate.
straight. Transfer is going to be Sawyer Penny, Corbin Howard, and Bea Quads. Dotson, Saucony, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 32, 11-year-old experts racing Casey Murray, Big Mac Duval, Tatum, Wild One, Wellborn, and Creighton Hars. We got 3 spots in that main event, guys, pushing hard. We got Wellborn and Murray sitting up front.
Attention.
Big Mac and Sea Dog battling for that
Okay, riders,
third and
random
final
start.
transfer as they're diving into turn number 3.
Ready. Watch the gate.
Sitting up front, Murray and Wellborn. I think they were in that other order. Wellborn up front, racing Casey Murray the 2. Big Mac Duval also getting a transfer. Creighton, thanks for racing tonight. Moto 33, 13-year-old experts, Cody Velasquez, Bryson the Big G, Hector Laredo Jr., and Jack Attack coming at us.
Attention.
We got 4 riders on track, and we got 3
Okay, riders,
spots
random
in
start.
that main event that they are fighting for.
Riders ready. Watch
Sitting
the gate.
up front, we got Hector Laredo Jr. getting a spot, Cody Velasquez. And the Gold Cup 3, Jack Attack moving on. Bryson, thanks for racing tonight. Moto number 34, 14-year-old experts, Jabrell Belgrave, Jake Hattie, and Zach Hurricane Campbell, who is making it. Jabrell and Hattie sitting up front, 1 and 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders.
That
random
is
start.
going to be Hattie with the 1.
Riders ready.
Jabrell
Watch
with the
gate.
2, getting them tied up with 3 points each. 35, 15-year-old experts, Caleb Freestyle, Kurtz, Colton Hengel, and Austin Slow Mo Neal.
Attention.
Kurtz, Neal, Hengel in that order as
Okay,
they come
riders,
around turn
random
number 2.
start.
We'll see what happens down this last straight.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
All the way to the stripe. That's going to be Caleb Kurtz with the 1, Neal with the 2, Hengel with the 3. 3, 4, and 5 points. 16-year-old experts, Seth Swartz, Jasper Kennedy, and King Henry Campbell. Got 2 spots left in that main event for these riders. And right now, that is Jasper Kennedy with the 1. And Seth Swartz going to get your other transfer. Henry, thanks for racing tonight. And folks, that is Kevin, you're the same speed off your bike as on it. Oh. Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate you. Next Sunday. Oh, next Sunday sounds beautiful. All right, guys, we are going to get this main event going. We got Raytown tomorrow for their state race. Next weekend, we got Nick Long here on Saturday, and then we're all going to head across the state for St. Peter's number 2.
Okay, riders, random start.
2.0.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
But right now, we are racing for money. They are going to get some cash here. 8 and under open. Elias Joyner, Gunnar Sparks, Sequoia, Croquet, Avery, Baby Girl, Franklin, Elijah, Corndog, Holly, Finn Boyer, and Austin, Baby Cakes Miller. Top 3 spots going to take home some cash in a baggie, and that is not as illegal as it sounds. It's really just a Ziploc bag so we can divvy up the cash. All right, so we got Austin Baby Cakes Miller sitting up top. Holly and the 3. Franklin. I'll just
Attention.
say Piper Avery.
Okay, riders, random start.
All right, Austin Miller with the 1. Elijah Holly with the 2. Avery Franklin with the 3. Taking home that sweet cash. Paying their parents back for their entry fee, right? Moto number 3, 9 to 12 open. Once again, going for money. Bea Dotson, Chase Curley, Zach Tack Bass, Xavier Davidson, Hector Laredo Jr., Racing Casey Murray, and Kaliska Krogelet. Davidson, Laredo coming out of turn number 2. Curley and Murray battling for that 3rd spot, wanting to cash a check. Oh, we got some tires rubbing, and they all stayed up, though. That is going to be Laredo with the 1, Davidson with the 2, Curley holding on to that 3. Cash and checks, guys. Does that make them pros now? They're making money? No, not really. Pros are a whole other thing in this sport. Right now, we are on that 13 and over open to Brill, Belgrave, Jasper Kennedy, Amir Tollefree, and Colton Hengel. Tollefree and Kennedy sitting up top. We got a battle for that 3rd spot, though. Belgrave and Hengel pushing each other, wanting to get some cash. Pay for those entry fees. That is going to be Tollefree, Kennedy, and I don't know. Checking with those. That is Hengel. The eyes of all 3 scorers going to be your 3rd place in that 13 and over open 1720 women's cruiser total points. Right here, we got Smiley, Kylie Shepard sitting on 3 points, Riley King on 4, Vanessa Mayo on 5.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the
Riley King sitting out front, and that is going to give her the overall 1. Kylie Shepard the overall 2. Vanessa Mayo your overall 3. 56 and over women cruiser, Miss Kitty Westenauer, Kathy Hall, and Grandma Mary Wallace coming at us. Total points here. Kathy Hall sitting on a pair of aces. Mary Wallace on the 2s. Miss Kitty Westenauer on the 3s. They are all falling in line with how they did the other 2 rounds.
Random start.
Copy paste.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Some nights it's like that. Some nights it is a wild random mix-up. 56 and over women's cruiser. Staying up front, Kathy Hall with your overall 1. Grandma Mary, your overall 2. Miss Kitty Westenauer, your overall 3. 10-year-old cruisers, Bea Dotson, Weston, Sheepdog, Shepherd, and Connor Toussaint. Woo, zooming right through there. You found that path right between the 2 riders coming out of turn number 2. We got a lot of good racing here. A lot of experience from these 8 and 10-year-old riders. We got Bea Dotson sitting up front. Weston the Sheepdog sitting on the 2. Connor Toussaint Coonan on the 3. And that is the order they are going to finish. Dotson with your 1. Motor number 8, 11-year-old cruisers. Total points right here. EJ Hawthorne sitting up top. Pretty much got it locked. Definitely has it locked up. Big Mac Duvall and T Money Stewart tied. So EJ's got the 1. The 2 is going to be whoever finishes first out of Big Mac and T Money.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders
so this one
ready,
is going to be a what you see is what you get. with EJ finishing with the overall 1. Big Mac, your overall 2. T Money, the overall 3. Moto number 9, 12-year-old cruisers, Jack Attack, Lichtig, Brady, Whole Shot, Barker, and Chase Mode, Curly. Jack Attack sitting on low points, Brady on the 2s, Chase on the 3s.
Attention.
They are mixing it all up right now. Gonna make me do some math.
Okay, riders.
Not
random
really.
Start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
So we got Chase getting the 1 to have 7 overall points, Jack Attack with the 2 to have 4, and Brady with the 3 to have 2, 4, 7 overall points. So Chase gets the overall 2, Brady the overall 3, Jack the overall 1. Moto number 10, 16-year-old cruisers, Noah Odell, Drew Jameson, Austin Slobo Neal, and Seth Swartz.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Coming to the stripe
Riders
with the
ready.
1,
Watch
Seth
the
Swartz. And a battle on there. That is going to be Neal Jameson, 2 and 3. Moto number 11, 5 and under novice, Zozo Holly, Peter Correa, Ethan Johnston, Remy Boyer, and Lincoln Grau. Come on, guys, cheer them on. If you haven't ever been out on a track and you're watching these little kids, you need to ride a BMX track, man. This is impressive. Every time I'm out here, every time we have a little rider in Racing League, it is so impressive to see how quick they just push for it. And wouldn't you know, a lot of these riders came out of Racing League. Wonderful program we have here. We got another one starting up here in a couple of weeks. We're going to do an open house
Random start.
in September, and we're going to start in the
Riders ready.
last part of
Watch the
September. If
gate.
you know somebody that wants to get into the sport, but coming to the stripe right now, it's going to be Zoe Holly with the 1, Lincoln Grau with the 2. Who's getting that 3rd trophy tonight? Remy Boyer got his first 5s and a 3rd place trophy. Moto number 12, 6-year-old novices, Piper Franklin, Mason Stockbridge, and Weston Moore. Not total points here, even though there's 3 riders. They earned their spot here. They started with 4, whittled it down to 3. Weston Moore, Piper Franklin, and Mason Stockbridge
Attention.
coming out of turn 2 in that order.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Coming down that last straight. It is a little bit of a battle here, but Weston is going to hold on to that 1. Franklin on the 2. Corey, that's how I'm going to get around it. I'm just going to say the last name from now on. I can't keep track of your kids. I can barely keep track of mine. Stockbridge, Mason Stockbridge on the 3. Moto 13, 7-year-old novice, Alan Melman, Jackson the Jet Beltran, Cardi Jackson, Cannon Collins, Raylan Grau, and Finn Boyer. Sitting up top, we got that 233 bike, Finn Boyer up front. Got a lot of company right there on the hip pocket, though. We'll see what happens down this last straight.
Attention.
233, Finn Boyer with the 1, Raylan Grau with the 2, and Jackson the Jet Beltran with the 3. Moto 14, 8-year-old novices, Gunner, Sparks, Sequoia, Crow Goulet, Elias Joyner, Caden Spillman, and Abel Patterson. Pushing hard right there in this 8 novice class. We got one rider sitting up front, 284, Gunner Sparks sitting up top. We got a battle for the rest of those positions, though. Cadron and Elias, 2 and 3, but they got
Attention.
trouble right there. Sequoia Crow Goulet trying to get by.
Okay, riders. Random
I heard
start.
something crackle on a bike, guys.
Riders
Make sure you check your bikes
watch the
afterwards.
gate.
Woo, man, they are pushing hard through that turn 3, but we will see what's going on. That is going to be the 284, Gunner Sparks with your 1, Cadron with your 2, and the 133, Sequoia Crow Goulet, going to be your 3rd place finish. Moto number 15, 9-year-old novices, Kaliska Crow Goulet, Johnny Melman, and Xander Newland. Hard up as they drop in. Oh, Xander's losing his
Attention.
number plate. Xander Newland sitting up front, Kaliska on the 2,
Okay,
Johnny on the
Random
3.
start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Humming all the way down that last strip. Xander Newland with the 1, which gives him overall 5. Kaliska Crow Goulet with the 2, giving her 6. And Johnny Melman with the 3, giving him 7. So that is Xander with the overall 1, Kaliska the overall 2, Johnny Millman the overall 3. Moto 16, 11-year-old novices, Caden Ritz, Wyatt Freebird, Dutton, Haley Velasquez, and Daniel Blunt. League. Man, it's almost like
Okay,
Racing League is
Random
what's
start.
growing the sport here in Kansas City. All 4 of these riders out of Racing League. Between the last 2 years, we got Daniel Blunt sitting out front, gonna get the 1. Caden Ritz gonna be the 2. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna walk that one back. I don't know if that was Caden or Wyatt. Caden just barely, man. Hey, always remember things we say on first day. Pedal over the line. those last pedals make a big difference. And Wyatt Dutton
Attention.
on the 3.
Okay, riders.
Oh yeah,
Random
and stay
start.
on the ground. Jumping this last table slows you down a lot. All right,
Watch
12-year-old novices Jacqueline Harrell, Hayden Franklin, and Zach Laney. Franklin sitting up top. Hayden gonna make it. Oh, weird. League rider Zach Laney in the 2, and Jacqueline Harrell and the 3. Moto number 18, 14-year-old novices Antonio Lopez Duarte, Henry Jepson, and Jackson Payton. Not total points. What you see is what you get. Jackson Payton, Antonio Lopez Duarte, and Henry Jepson.
Attention.
That's a 66% league.
Okay, riders. Random start.
2/3 for the
Riders ready.
imperial-minded folks. You like your fractions. Jackson Payton gonna be your 1. Antonio Lopez Duarte the 2. Henry Jepson the 3. 5/4. Oh, I can only think of bad jokes there. All right, moto number 19, 41-45 novice, Lars Jepson, JJ Melman, and Mike Blake. Lars sitting on the aces, Gary with a pair of 2s, JJ with a pair of 3s.
Attention.
That is how they're sitting as they come around me here
Okay,
at the
riders.
half-track
Random
point.
start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Down that last straight, Lars Jepson getting the 1 and your overall 1. Mike Blake, whoa. Whew. Mike, I was scared for you, man. Mike Blake, your overall 2. JJ Melman, the overall 3. Moving on to intermediate. Someone shrunk the bike riders. We're out here with Brecken, Queen Bee Murray, Piper Harves, and Remy Tipton. I know Piper's on that new bike and is going to pedal a whole bunch because it's faster than her old bike. Right, Piper?
Attention.
So we got Remy, Piper,
Okay,
and
riders,
Brecken
random
in
start.
that order. We got an age gap here,
Riders
too. We got a
ready.
4-year-old
Watch the
mixed in
gate.
with the 6-year-olds. Sometimes that happens. But right now, that is going to be Remy Tipton with the 1, Piper Harves with the 2, Brecken, Queen Bee Murray on the 3. Motor 21, 8-year-old intermediate, Seth Gotta Go Fast Daily, Beckham, Nacho Ullery, and Avery, Baby Girl Franklin. Franklin and Ullery tied in points, 3 points each. Seth with 6.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
And right now, coming down the last straight, we got Franklin up top this round, so that is going to be Avery Franklin, your overall 1, Beckham Ullery, your overall 2, and Seth Daly, the overall 3. Gunnar Nash, we need you in staging. Gunnar Nash to staging. Right now, 9-year-old intermediates, Hunter Hodges, JT Spider-Man, Tipton, and Axel, the Rizzler Miracle.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Risen.
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Down that last straight, we got JT Tipton, followed by Hunter Hodges. Oh, sorry, Axel Miracle with the 2, Hunter Hodges with the 3. Motor 23, 10-year-old intermediate, Smiley Kylie Shepard, Brennan Hale, and Everett the Warthog Barton. Smiley Kylie up front, Brendan
Attention.
Hale on the 2,
Okay, riders.
Everett
Random
Barton
start.
on the 3, Gunnar Nash.
Riders
Head
ready.
on up to
Watch the
staging,
gate.
Gunnar. And this one, what you see is what you get with Smiley Kylie with the 1, Brennan Hale with the 2, Everett Barton on the 3. Moto number 24, Trenton Stewart, Zach Attack Bass, Lily Campbell, Vinny Lamano, Jacob Farrell, Benny the Jet Bass, and Hunter Conklin. They are bunched up there in that mid-pack right now. That is Jacob Farrell sitting up front, Hunter Conklin on the 2, Lily Campbell on the 3, but she's got a lot of company there. Everybody pushing hard in this 12-year-old intermediate, and that is going to be Farrell, Conklin, and Campbell. All right, last call for Gunnar Nash. Give us a yell if you're out there and coming. Not give us a yell if you're Gunnar and you're on your way. Okay, guys, we're going to run it.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Moto 25, 13-year-old intermediates on track with Derek Wise and Maverick, the Missouri Monster Miracle. This is like a grudge match, like drag racing. We got the two riders that have been up top all night battling it out, and they are battling it out right now. Maverick Miracle on the inside.
Attention.
Derek Wise sitting on the outside.
Okay, riders.
Let's see what they got down that rhythm section. Rhythm section and turns, kids. That's where it matters. Trying that high-low. Wise trying to dive under. Now who's got the legs on the last straight? And that is going to be Wise and Miracle. Unless scoring disagrees, but that looked clear to me. But I'm not a scorer. So, not tonight. Tonight I am not a scorer. All right.
Attention.
All right. So Miracle with the 1, Wise with the 2.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Moto number 26, 14-year-old intermediates, and we're crossing with Corbin Skaggs with your overall 1, Bentley Morgan the overall 2, and Skylar Visnich the overall 3. Moto number 27, 15-year-old intermediates, Adam Smooth Operator Wise, Kason the Boogeyman Myers, Jackson Swanson, and Carson Hawkins. We got the 1 by
Attention.
Kason Myers sitting up front right now.
Okay,
Everybody
riders,
giving
random
chase down
start.
that rhythm section. Little single files are going into turn number
Riders
3.
ready, watch the gate.
That is going to be Kason Myers with your 1, the 41, and the 222. Jackson Swanson and Carson Hawkins going to finish out the podium. Moto number 28, 41, 45 intermediate, Brian Barton, J.A. Jeffaloni. Talk to him, Ben. He actually found me. I didn't do anything.
Attention.
Scott Johnson, Amir Speed Racer, Tollefree, Thomas Robbins.
Okay, riders, random start.
Amir going to be the 1.
Riders
Man,
ready,
Amir beating
watch
up on
the
these
gate.
old guys, and I'm only calling you old because I'm older than you all. Scott Johnson with your 2, Thomas Robinson on the 3. I can call him old when I'm older, right? You can only punch up, you can't punch down, right? 41-50 women expert back on track. Vanessa Mayo on low points. Miss Kitty Weston now are on the 2s. Grandma Mary Wallace on the 3s. Now there's a lot of radio chatter, and it's confusing my burnt-out IT brain. I'm not giving you crap. I just turned my
Attention.
radio down. It's easy.
Okay, riders,
I got no
random
beef over
start.
here, Kelly. Why are you starting stuff? Ben, why is your wife
Ready,
starting stuff?
watch the gate.
I do not want a piece of anything. All right, Vanessa Mayo going to be your overall 1. Was that a manual? I don't know. I wasn't watching. I was flapping my jaw. Miss Kitty Weston now are your overall 2. Grandma Mary Wallace, the overall 3. Now we are to those experts. Little fast rippers right now. Weston Sheepdog, Shepherd, Austin Baby Cakes Miller, and Elijah Corndog Holly. Austin and Weston
riders,
tied
random
up in
start.
points, so whoever finishes first out of those
Riders
2
ready,
is going to
watch the
win it.
gate.
The other one will get the 2, and that's going to be Weston with your 1, Austin Miller your 2, Elijah Holly on the 3. Moto number 31, 10-year-old experts right now, Braxton Jackman, Graham Little, Corbin Howard, Sawyer Penny, and Bea Dotson. You got 3 riders all sitting up front. Little,
Attention.
Jackman, Penny,
Okay, riders, random
Zach
start.
Campbell, we need you to staging.
Riders
He
ready,
may not go.
watch the gate.
Oh, no, we got to write her down. Okay, we'll get them checked out. That is Graham Little, Braxton Jackman, and Bea Dotson. All right, he is up. Please tell me he's not broke. I can't have 2 broken kids. All right, Sawyer, good job getting back up, dude. Right now on Moto 32, 11-year-old experts racing case. Sawyer, hurry up. Sawyer, they're coming.
Okay,
Racing
guys,
Case of
random
Murray,
start.
EJ Hawthorne, Big Mac Duvall, Tatum
Riders
Wilborn, and
ready?
Xavier Davidson. That's going to be Xavier, EJ, and Racing Case in your podium positions. Moto 33, 13-year-old experts Patrick Couch, Cody Velasquez, Logan, Silent Assassin, Carson, excuse me, Hector Laredo Jr., dang it. Get Tack Lichtig right here. We've got some air, man. That slowed you down. Patrick, keep it down over that.
Attention.
Patrick Couch sitting up front. Logan Carson on the 2. Cody Velasquez
man.
on the
Random
3 as
start.
they're coming around that last straight.
Riders ready? Watch the gate.
That is how they're going to finish. Patrick Couch with your 1. Logan Carson 2. Cody Velasquez the 3. Hector Laredo trying to break his bike, landing flat. Moto 34, 14-year-old experts. We got Jabrell and Jake. They are tied up. This is one of those drag race grudge matches right now. Hattie, oh, man.
Attention.
He was making the push. Had to pull a little
Okay,
break,
riders,
man. That
random
happens.
start.
So that's going to
Ready?
be,
Watch the gate.
unless Jabrell pulls break, that would look really weird. Jabrell's going to get your 1. Jake Hattie with your 2. Moto
Attention.
35, our 15-year-old experts. We can
Okay,
talk
riders,
to our official
random
up there.
start.
Caleb Kurritz, Colton
Riders
Hingle, and
ready?
Austin
Watch the
Slow
gate.
Mo Neal. Got to do some math here. Right now, that is the 10 by Colton Hingle, going to be overall 1. Caleb Kurritz, overall 2. Austin Slow Mo Neal, overall 3. Moto 36, 16-year-old experts Seth Swartz, Jasper Kennedy, and Evan Penny. Not total points. What you see is what you get. Kennedy, Swartz, Penny. Kennedy with your 1. Swartz with the 2. Penny on the 3. And guys, that is a race. Thanks for joining us out here on this